Once upon a time, there was a beautiful woman named Phiko. She was said to have not only physical beauty, but good behavior as well. Her mother died while she was very young, so she was looked after by her stepmother, who also had a daughter named Molly. It was very unfortunate that both the mother and her daughter were wicked women. They forced Phiko to work hard every day. One day, Phiko went to fetch water from a stream which was not far from home. On the way back, an old woman suddenly appeared in front of Phiko and asked water from her to drink. Phiko was very pleased to be able to help the old woman. After praising Phiko with kind words, the old woman became an angel and then gave a wish to her. And by this time, the golden flowers of bolide wood would come out from her mouth whenever she felt sympathy for anyone or anything. After returning home late, she was scolded by her stepmother, who thought that she had gone astray just to avoid daily work. Phiko thus told the whole story to her and feeling sympathy. Many golden flowers of the bolide wood came out from her mouth. The greedy stepmother quickly changed her mood from anger to greed and rushed to grasp them all, while cajoling Phiko to speak more to satisfy her greed. From that day onwards, Phiko didn't need to work so hard as before, but she was forced to speak the whole day. Exhausted by her stepmother's greedy demands, Phiko got sore throat and became voiceless. The situation upset her stepmother so much so that she started beating Phiko, trying to force her to speak. But Phiko couldn't utter even a single word. To satisfy her greed, the stepmother decided to send her own daughter, Molly, to do the same things as Phiko did. Molly was sent to the same place as told by Phiko. But instead of meeting an old woman, she met a beautiful woman wearing an impressive dress standing on the shade of a big tree. The woman then asked for water from Molly to drink. Out of jealousy, Molly got angry and thought that the woman was not an angel, so she refused to give any and used rude words to curse the angel in disguise. The angel thus placed a curse on Molly, that whenever she got angry and spoke, worms would come out from her mouth. Upon returning home, Molly told the whole story to her mother. From the anger of telling the story, the whole house was full of worms. The mother thought that Phiko was jealous of her daughter, so she had destroyed the story, and that was why Molly didn't meet the old woman. She beat Phiko and drove her out from home. Overwhelmed by this grief, Phiko wandered in the forest alone. Fortunately, she walked in the direction of a young prince who was enjoying a horse ride in the forest along with his soldiers. Upon seeing the young girl crying, the prince asked her to tell the whole story. At the end of her narration, the whole area was full of golden flowers. The prince was very pleased and asked for her hand. After marrying, the couple ascended the throne and ruled the city happily ever after.